Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Sleeping Giants. Now, in the last episode we enjoyed a little bit of a good run and we won our away game at Spartak, which gave me some hope going into our home game in the Eternal Derby against Partizan, and I've got to tell you, I think we were a little bit unlucky in this one. They were good, as you would expect, and things were fairly even. We did keep a lot more of the ball. They actually went in front when Petar Gurbic was able to set. I think he's Montenegrin. Is he Montenegrin? Yes. Stepped in and made it 1-0, and that was, I was thinking, oh Christ, I can't lose the derby. The board will probably get rid of me there and then. You know what they're like. And we were 1-0 down at half time, so we really did have to push for it. But in the second half, we got ourselves right back in there with Milos Bosancic scoring a great goal to make it 1-0. Not long after that, he had a shot that was deflected and it fell straight into the path of Georgi Despotovic. And we're 2-1 up in the derby. Unfortunately, Skulicic found an immediate, well, not quite immediate, but almost immediate equaliser for Partizan. And to be honest, they had some good chances, probably could have won the game, and it is worrying when that happens. But at the same time, it was a home draw in the derby, and I thought, well, it could be worse, really. In our next game, things kind of got a little bit worse. We travelled away to Rad, and I thought we were good enough to go here and win. And when Bosancic put us in front through that penalty in the 3rd minute, I thought, yeah, okay, good, let's keep this going and build on it. Unfortunately, Onion Njatic was able to make it 1-1, and the game just sort of fizzled from there. We had 6 clear-cut chances in this game and only scored 1 goal. Very annoying. We're just missing our chances now, and it's a pain because before we were putting them away, and at the moment we just don't seem to be able to put the goals in the net. However, nothing can compare to how bad it was to lose at home to the bottom club. I am at a loss as to how this even happened. Like, we were better in some ways in this game. They had a few more shots on target, but they just scored the goals. I mean, goalkeeper was useless. One of those, like, 2 of their goals. The first one. Our defender and goalkeeper, the ball was played through and it was rolling through to our goalkeeper. Our defender, instead of just letting it go to the goalkeeper, decided to touch it past him and allow their striker to run around both of them because they just stopped and put it into an empty net. So that was fun. And then immediately after that, well, not immediately after that, sorry, Jeftovic's second goal, ball struck straight at Karaman, and Karaman just pats it into the net. I think we could have another Philip Schauner on our hands here if this carries on like that, because it was awful. And then straight after that, Bako Nikolic made it 3-0, and I was just in tatters at this point, wondering what the hell we were supposed to do. We got on back through Georgi Despotovic late on, but I mean, they created some clear-cut chances, I've got to tell you. But we should be beating these teams. This is the bottom club at home. I need some tactical advice, guys, because at the moment we're in some serious trouble. I mean, we're 6th in the league, and it's still like, you know, we're just a win away from moving right back up into the top 2 or 3 spots. But it's important that we don't lose the coattails of the teams above us, because we're actually only 6 points, you know, we're as close to the relegation zone as we are to the top of the league at the moment, and we do need to keep on pushing. Every time I think I found a strategy that works for us, we lose, and every time I've yet to really settle on something. I thought I had settled on it, but it just doesn't seem to be working anymore. We had a couple of good runs with it, and now it just seems to be back to this again, so I really do need to sort something out. So yeah, let me know what you think. Obviously, I'll have played a few more games and we'll have a few more episodes out by then. Hopefully, I won't have got the sack in that point, in that time frame. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think we should do tactically anyway. Like, I don't want to change it too much, but if you got like a thing that's a glaring error in the tactic, then feel free to drop me a line in the comments so you can tell me what I'm doing wrong, because this is where I need you guys. You guys know a lot more about the tactics stuff than I do. I'm trying to learn and I'm getting there, and I thought I'd done alright this time, but it does not seem to be the case. So let's just take a little look at the squad. We've still scored some goals this month, not that many. Top goal scorer for us is Despotovic with 6, which is good. Top assister is Bosancic and Savicevic with 5 apiece now. Most man of the match, Savicevic and Petkovic with 2 each. Pass rating, Kovacevic has actually got an 88% pass completion, which is brilliant. We just can't seem to do anything with it at the moment. Gojic, Petkovic and Mihailovic have also got 4 yellow cards, and obviously we've had a red card from that annoying boneheaded move from Planic getting himself sent off in that game against Jagodina. So yeah, that is where we are essentially at the moment. And we've got a home game today in the Cup, so it takes our mind away from it a little bit, and we're actually playing Novi Pazar again, which is a little bit annoying. I kind of wanted to play someone different in this live con, but they're playing a 4-4-2. We are the home side, so we are going to go out there and try and impose ourselves on them a little bit. I'm just going to make sure I've got the right stuff set up. So yeah, I've turned off shorter passing. I've turned off a few little things here. I did have play wider on for a little bit, but I'm not so keen on it now. Yeah, I don't know. I think I also... no, I'll leave push higher up on as well. The problem with having it push higher up is, despite having the solidity of this back 6 players, basically, we still seem to have people coming in behind us really, really easily, and that is frustrating. I don't see how they can find the space when there's 6 players there. So that's worrying, that they're actually able to do that. So maybe I will turn off the push higher up and just have a sort of a little deeper. Not too deep, but not over the top. Let's just change this around, because Ivicevic is injured, unfortunately. We're still struggling quite a bit with injuries. But people are coming back. So Georgi Rakic is now back. Darko Lazic is back. They're just sort of getting back to full match fitness, which is the problem at the moment. So we shall have to see. Spotovic, is it really worth putting you? I mean, it's a cup game, but we are expected to win this cup as well. So it's quite a lot of pressure, let's put it that way. I'm also wondering whether having a defensive forward is actually a good idea, or whether we should be having him slightly more as more of a sort of not target man, but maybe a target man, actually. Like, maybe a sort of target man type of player instead. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because I need some opinions on this at the moment. So, let's get into today's game against Novi Pazar. One thing I've just noticed, and I've been noticing this for a while, it's been bugging me a little bit, is the fact that Zvezda isn't capitalised. Is that like a thing is that deliberate, or is it just because of the way the database has been done? Because it's a little bit annoying. I know that's my OCD going off mental there, but it's just one of those things. So yeah, okay, let's get into this game and see if we can at least get ourselves some confidence back with a good win in the cup. We need to get through, so it's important that we do win today. I don't want to have to resort to overload tactics like that. I just want to find a tactic that works. Part of me is tempted to use my Pompey tactic, but I don't want to use the same tactic for every series. I want to try and keep things fresh, but I may have to if we can't start winning some games soon. But then that may not work for us on this side because of the players we've got. They may not be up for that kind of tactic. We'll just have to wait and see. I want to see us pick up a good win here in the cup. We literally cannot afford to get knocked out here. I think I could end up losing my job or something if I get knocked out, which would be fucking stupid to lose your job in the 4th episode of the series. Petkovic, long ball through here. Can he whip a good ball in? He can. Jovic! And he's not had a shot first time, which is irritating. Gavric, and it's a corner. But a good start there, and first clear-cut chance inside the first minute there for Red Star, but we really need to put our chances away. And that's worryingly poor as well. Hang on, I've got to just check something with our set-piece instructions. I'm pretty certain I told them not to put them there. Penalty spot. That was not the penalty spot. Sort it out. Sorry about that, guys. That really only works if you aim it for the penalty spot, and he sure as hell wasn't aiming that for the penalty spot. Gavric, that's better. Planic, and that's a really strange ball. And and again, another shot on target. That's a good start to the game for us. At least we're showing some dominance in the early stages here. I just want to make sure that we can kind of continue that for the rest of the game. Try and impose ourselves a little bit on Novi Pazar. We already beat them 5-1. Another corner here. And that's again not very close to the corner flag. To the penalty spot. Peknic. And again it's cleared away. And back it comes to Peknic again. Can he have another pop at goal? Gavric back across goal, and Jovic! There we go. 1-0 to Red Star Belgrade. We've actually won, I think, all the live comms I've played. It's just the other games that seem to be struggling. And we've actually started this game really, really well, though. Be nice to get some confidence back with a good win here and try and carry that into the league next month, because we're going to need it. We're already starting to approach the halfway stage, and we're quite a lot off the pace here. I mean, I'm sure I could probably survive in the job if I didn't win the league, but I still need to come like second, probably. I feel that Jagodina are going to drop off the pace, though. It's not going to be them all the way. I think Partizan will eventually walk into that position, and we will hopefully be right there. So I want to just try and keep up with Partizan Belgrade. That is my main sort of task here, is to keep up with them. I think Jagodina will sort of take care of themselves slowly. They had a good start, but they're going to come a cropper. It's Partizan I'm worried about. Those are the ones we need to try and keep hold of. And there we go. I don't know if that counts as a shot, but hopefully we need a second goal. That much is abundantly clear, though. We do need to grab ourselves a second goal in this game to sort of just not kill it off, because obviously it wouldn't kill the game. Oh, Gavric is in a good position here, but he's got players all around him. Somebody get overlapping here. There we go, Antic, and this guy can cross like crazy. Antic with the ball whipped all the way across, and it's Peknic. There we go, 2-0 on 25 minutes. 2-0 to Red Star Belgrade, and that is a great ball in from Antic, and he needs to do more of that because it is superb when he does. he just does these wonderful crosses that are actually quite deep, and he just seems to pinpoint accuracy there. And Peknic has been superb for us this year. 2-0, and that should be good because, right, okay, let's just sort that out because I don't want to let them back into the game. But 2-0 is a nice cushy score. Oh, God, win the header. I know we're not great there. Look, this is what I mean, right? I don't like the fact that he's able to walk into these positions. Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, sorry, they're defending really badly. They've been doing that a lot, and I don't quite understand why at the moment. They just let the ball roll past them and allow the attackers to run in there. Like, it's frustrating because we've got 6 players back there. You'd think one of them would be able to deal with it. Right, Jovic. Can he find a good pass here? Jovic whips it across for Antic. Can he find a good cross? Whips it across. Jovic. Gavric. And it's a good save. But again, more good chances here. We're 2 goals to the good, though. So I think one more goal would sort of settle my nerves a little bit. Because I always feel like in these positions that there's every chance we could still screw this up. Despite them having very few opportunities in this game. It only takes one. Gavric now will look for the overlap. Okay. Kovacevic. Loses the ball. Brilliant. Well done, son. And again, like, he's just able to... I don't understand. Alright, I think we need to use tighter marking. I'm hoping that will have a bit more of an effect. If we can use tighter marking... But again, look... I'm hoping that might be the missing link. If we can use tighter marking, people might not be able to get into those positions quite as much. And there's enough players in that area for us to actually be able to use a tactic like tighter marking, I think, because there's 6 of them. So it won't get us dragged too much all over the place. People will just have to pick up where they can, basically. And Peknic has actually kept the ball here. Well done, mate. Will he find a cross or will he drop a pass back? And he's... Petkovic now. Whipped in, nobody there, and Kovacevic has brought it down. Can he find a pass or will he shoot? Bosancic, 3-0 in the cup here, and that is a beautiful first half performance from us. Now, why can't we do that in the league? Novi Pazar is definitely better than Borac, so it's just really, really strange. But there we are, 3-0 up here, and enjoying our time against Novi Pazar this season. Again, just nicely worked on the edge of the box. Kushti passing, Kovacevic. I've changed a few things, obviously, in between these games, so I'm hoping that the tactic that we've got tonight, for today's game, rather, will work in the long run in the league, because we've actually been superb. Lots of shots, lots of clear-cut chances, testing the keeper, 3 goals as well, which is pretty much as perfect as it can be. We're not getting quite as much possession now, but we're making more use of it. It's all very well having the ball, but if you ain't doing anything with it, it doesn't make any difference. Nobody's really standing out as like big assists or big goal scorer, though. We will obviously be bringing on the likes of Despotovic in the second half. In fact, I might well bring him on now. Just because why the hell not? We're 3-0 up now. We can afford to take a little bit of a rotation option. And it's good to still be in the cup, to be honest, because we needed this. We needed to keep going in the cup. I'm expected to win it. And I think this actually puts us into the quarterfinals. I'm not entirely sure how the cup works. Like, almost all of the lower league sides are out already after like 1 round. So... there's like a couple of... there's 2 second tier sides that are still in it. Almost certainly both going out today, but yeah. Udovicic isn't one of our players. Let's just do a little team talk. I'm not really sure what to say here. Just calm down. Just calm down. Looking calm, that's good. I don't know if that's because of me or just because they were already looking calm. I always forget to look at this before I take the bloody team talks. Right, let's do another sub. I'm going to bring on Lazic. Wait, is he a centre-back or a right-back? Limited defender. Actually. No, I'm going to bring on Lazic because... but I'm going to bring on for Petkovic. Mainly because Petkovic looking a bit knackered, and Lazic is a great player. It just hasn't really had many chances this year because he's been injured. So it'd be good to get him some game time today in a game that we're comfortably winning. They're obviously going to throw a little bit at us in the latter stages of this game, but I'm pretty confident that we can deal with it without much hassle. I'd like to try and keep a clean sheet, but if we don't, it's not the end of the world. The key thing is for us here to get through to the next round of the Cup. I can't believe I've won every live comp I've played so far. It's just that I can't seem to win outside of them. It's strange, but hopefully the tactic we played today, if we can apply this to the league form, we can be a bit better. I think it was just sorting out some of those instructions. Some of the things just weren't quite working. Maybe using tighter marking has made the difference, and that could be what we were missing. Who knows? The reason I haven't had that on either saves is just because I find that it drags your players around too much. But when you've got enough players back there, it might actually be quite useful for us. Or I might just be talking absolute bollocks. But that should be the end of the game and get us through. Or not. There we go. Red Star Belgrade 3, Novi Pazar 0. And I will take that and then some. That is just what we needed right now. doing well for the confidence. Plus, it means that the board will probably get off my back a little bit. And we've got a really, really tough game coming up next. So it's important that we get ourselves kind of... I'm just going to try and get to the league. I can never really remember how you... So, yeah, I mean, look, we've got Kukariki in our next game. So that's important. We win that, we go above them. And we need to win that, really. There's no denying that. So, guys, what is going to be the live com in the next episode? It's going to be... Here we go. Oh, they don't even have a badge. That's surprising. I wonder why that wasn't in the badge pack I have. Okay, so yeah, in the next episode we will be playing our live com. We will be at home to Vozdovac. We've got games against Kukariki away. That's gonna be tough. We've got OFK at home. They're bottom of the league at the moment, so there's potential to win there. And we've got Radniki away. So I don't know. I just don't know. We need to win all of those games, really. I want to try and catch up. We're already off the pace, scoring loads of goals, but we conceded quite a few too. We just need to get back in there, basically. That is our main prerogative for the next month. So, guys, if you like what you've seen, please feel free to drop a like on the episode, and if you'd like to even more than that, please feel free to subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Sleeping Giants in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock, and I'll see you guys in the next episode for the Vozdovac game. Bye-bye.